May I come in, sir?
Yes, please.
Good morning, sir.
Prashant Singh,
Yes, sir.
please take your chair.
Thank you, sir.
Prashant, would you introduce yourself briefly?
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Prashant Singh. I was born in Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh, but have been raised up in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Sir, I have done my schooling from City Montessori School. I have done my graduation from 𝐔𝐿 𝐂𝐲 College in BA program. And since then, I have been preparing for civil services. Meanwhile, I have completed my MA from IGNOU.
Okay. And your hobbies are not very specific, isn't it? What are your hobbies?
Well, sir, I like reading both fiction and non-fiction. That's why I wrote just reading. And but yes, sir, the language would be only English. I read only in English. And so,
Any kind of books or your specific type of books you read?
sir, right now if I have to categorize my reading genre, then it would be Vogue books, the one which are very popular, like 𝐵sapiens and books like that.
Okay. Malik sir?
Okay. Prashant,
Yes, sir.
what is the special about today, 12th January?
12th January. Sir, I'm not
Any
aware.
idea?
No, sir.
Swami Vivekananda Jayanti.
Sorry, sir.
Can you tell me something about Swami Vivekananda?
Yes, sir. Sir, if it's Swami Vivekananda Jayanti, as you mentioned, then it would be National Youth Day of
Yeah.
India. So that would be. And sir,
What is his contribution? What do you think he has contributed?
sir, he was a spiritual leader and
Or louder, can you speak a bit
Yes,
louder?
sir, he was the spiritual leader, and one of his most famous speeches, which he gave in Chicago Religious Word Conference, on the title, when he was given the topic, he have to say something on zero, and then he started his speech with brothers and sisters. So that had a very great influence on the word. He portrayed India's influence to the word. So
Okay, yeah, that was one of his best speeches ever quoted by philosophers, Indian philosophers. And
yes, sir.
he founded rather Ramakrishna Mission.
Yes, sir.
So
And-
what Ramakrishna Mission is doing?
Sir, Ramakrishna Mission, as he founded, based on his learnings from his spiritual guru, Ramakrishna Paramhans. So it is mainly doing social work and charity works.
He gave one philosophy, Advaita philosophy.
Yes.
Are you aware what is that philosophy?
Yes, sir, I am aware of the Advaita philosophy.
What
So-
does it mean? Yeah.
Sir, it means non-dualism. That is, the spiritual and the physical world are not two different words. They are interconnected. So, and that has been inspired from earlier philosophers like Adi Shankaracharya.
Okay, good. Okay, you are come from Lucknow,
Yes, sir.
UP. So you tell me, UP wants to become 1 trillion economy
Yes, sir.
by 2027.
Yes, sir.
In the present scenario, do you think it is achievable for the state to that goal in the next 2 years or so? If so, how?
Sir, yes, sir, it is an ambitious target, but we have seen that when a government wants to achieve something, it does achieve. Like in the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, we saw record in financial inclusion. So I guess if given the right infrastructure and industrial support,
What are the major contributors you can think in this achieving this goal in UP especially?
so like one of the things which UP government is doing is the Investors Summit. So it is trying to bring in investors from across the world and set up industrial bases. Like in the 4th groundbreaking ceremony under the Investor Summit, sir, rupees 10 lakh crore worth of projects were signed under MOUs. So that
What else? One is investment, no
Sir,
doubt.
second is-
that will be helping in infrastructure, capital expenditure.
Yes, sir.
What else needs to be done?
Sir, like skill development has to be done. Promotion of MSMEs has to be done, like ODOP project which the government of UP has. So it is promoting the MSMEs, district-based industries it is setting up.
Okay, your father was associated with MGNREGA.
Yes, sir.
When this program was started?
Sir, it was started in 2005 under the MGNREGA Act.
So do you think it has been able to deliver What is your take about MGNREGA success or failure, wherever you think
Yes, sir.
it can be improved upon?
So, firstly, it gives a right-based approach to guaranteed unskilled labor of 100 days. So that is one thing. It leads to, sir, women empowerment because 33% of the seats, 33% of the work has to be given to women. Thirdly, sir, it also leads to asset creations in rural areas. So these are like the pros. However, sir, there are some issues in the scheme, there is an issue of fake job card and asset qualities. But sir, those things are being monitored with use of technology like geotagging and anonymous attendance system has been introduced. So, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you, Prashant.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Prashant. Tell me, you must have heard of artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir.
What exactly does it mean?
Sir, there is a Turing test which says that if an artificial machine is able to disguise you as a natural person, if you are not able to distinguish, then that is an artificial intelligence.
Okay, but it's been talked of in recent times.
Yes, sir.
There are people say there are ethical issues, there are threats to the human race itself. Any ideas on all this?
Yes, sir. In one of the books which I read, it was by Stephen Hawking, Brief Answers to Big Question. He said that artificial intelligence may be the most important scientific development that humanity may do, but it may even be the last development which we do. So there is a threat that it may bring doomsday, and if they become self-replicating, then there is a threat to humanity. However, sir, if correctly monitored, then I think AI has huge potential in various sectors, whether it governance or agriculture and many other fields.
No, you mentioned correctly monitored. So
Correctly used, sir.
Correctly used or regulated. So what needs to be done? I mean, how does one regulate this?
Sir, we can categorize the risk associated with the use of AI. If it's low risk affair, then regulatory measures has to be light touch. And if the risk is high, then we can go for more extreme regulatory measures. We have to keep track on what are the developments being taking place, like in the Bletchley conference which was held. So there was some understanding reached upon how to regulate the frontier AI technology, like the breakthrough AI technology which is taking place, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. So I'm sure you must have heard of global warming.
Yes, sir.
So what are the threats and what are the adaptations and mitigation measures that one needs to undertake?
Yes, sir. Sir, global warming is happening because of the huge anthropogenic emissions which humanity is causing of global warming gases. So now 2024 has been declared as the hottest year on record, and it has breached the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold. So various mitigation and adaptation measures which can be adopted. I see it can be done on three ways. We have to cut down the emissions. We can do that with installing renewable energies, using electric vehicles, and using technologies in industries like scrubbers and zigzag technologies. These can be used to cut down the emissions. Sir, for restoring the balance, we need to remove the extra emission which has already been taken place. Like, sir, we can do it with creation of additional carbon sinks. We can do it with carbon capture technologies. And sir, there are also some measures suggested like geoengineering. We can go for cloud whitening and things like that, sir.
Okay. So what is a carbon sink?
Sir, carbon sink are those natural reservoirs which store the carbon from its atmospheric state to in some solid state or some neutral state. Like a forest is a carbon sink, and under sea reservoirs.
You come from Lucknow. What's the significance of the residency?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a kind of a famous place.
Yes, sir. Sir, the residency is famous for the siege of Lucknow, which happened in 1857, where the British officers were seized by the locals, and there was a huge round of firings. And the 1857, it was the hotspot of the 1857 revolt in Lucknow. Thank you, sir.
Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Prashant, taking over from him, how many of the greenhouse gases can you list?
Yes, sir. Sir, the primary contributor would be carbon dioxide. Then we have, sir, methane. Water vapor is also a short-lived greenhouse gas. Sir, we have a few sir, HFC is a greenhouse gas.
Hydrofluorocarbons
Yes, sir.
and
Sir, SF6, if I'm...
chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, tell me, what exactly happens? I mean, tell me the science of greenhouse gases raising the temperature. What exactly happens?
Yes, sir. Sir, the sun emits short wave radiations which are absorbed by the earth. Then and they are not absorbed by the greenhouse gases because they cannot absorb too much of short wave radiation. But sir, when it is absorbed by the earth and re-radiated in terrestrial, in form of terrestrial radiation, that becomes long wave. So sir, these greenhouse gases, they can absorb long wave radiations and they capture the radiations within earth, and that is causing the increase.
Sunlight comprises both short wave and long wave.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir.
So when they are reflected, which one is absorbed and which causes the temperature to rise?
Sir, I'm not aware.
All right. Tell me, why is Kumbh Mela held every 12 years?
Yes, sir. So the story goes that when there was a fight going on between the god and the demons for the...
Scientific reason, not the mythological reason associated with Kumbh Mela.
Sir, I may not be aware of the scientific reason. I know the mythological reason only.
PSIR is your optional subject.
Yes, sir.
Right? Tell me the major difference between the presidential and vice presidential election.
Yes, sir. Sir, the electoral college in presidential election is different. Like the states also participate, the legislative assemblies of the state, they participate. They do not participate in the vice presidential election. Secondly, sir, sir, if I have to make a guess, then...
Please do.
Sir, the nominated members do not participate in presidential election, but according to me, I guess they participate in vice presidential election.
Very correct.
Thank you.
Very correct. You have been following cricket and badminton.
Sir, I've been following cricket. I used to play badminton in school.
What is the size of a badminton court?
Sir, if I can recall correctly, it was 44 feet by 22 feet.
20.
Thank you, sir.
You have been following cricket.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, has IPL been good or bad for Test cricket in India?
Sir, I think the playing style which we use in IPL, that has caused some disadvantages in the Test cricket. We often see players losing their patience and going for ram shots, like in the recent Border Gavaskar Trophy we saw. So yes, sir, I guess there has been some different skill set is required for playing T20 and Test cricket. So we can go for two sets of players. Like many countries have different captains for different sets of cricket. So we can also explore that, sir.
All right. But it has, there are some advantages also of IPL. Can you list a few advantages of having an IPL?
Sir, with respect to cricket or just in Test cricket?
IPL is for cricket only.
Sir, okay. Sir, with respect to it has led to huge number of cricketers coming up in India. We see young talents and they get chance in.
That's one.
Yes, sir. So secondly, it also leads to exposure, like when foreign players do come and meet Indian players.
3.
Sir, I cannot think of any other reason.
It's providing a lot of money to people who are not well off, but
Right,
they have
sir.
talent.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you, sir.
You're a student of political science.
Yes, sir.
Can you make a difference between socialism, communism, and Marxism?
Yes, sir. So socialism can be understood as an umbrella term. It is any ideology which is pro-working class, that can be said socialism. Sir, Marxism is particular form of socialism which was given by Marx. It has its tenets like historical dialectical materialism and theory of alienation was by young Marx. Yes, sir. And sir, communism is a stage in Marxism where the dictatorship, after the dictatorship of proletariat is over, then a communist society is established where everyone is equal.
So you think communism starts from Marxism only? When you said it's a stage of Marxism, so the end of Marxism would be communism. That's what you're saying?
Sir, as per my limited understanding, I would say that.
Okay. We have separation of power
Yes, sir.
enshrined in the Constitution of India. Is it really the balance is being maintained in our democracy?
Yes, sir. There is separation of power, and I see that there is a checks and balances, and the three organs are working independently. However, sir, because we are also parliamentary form of government, we also see huge overlapping between the executive and legislature. But sir, overall, there is a separation of power between the three organs.
But some people say, when the collegium system is happening,
Yes, sir.
when you cannot appoint a peon or promote a clerk without any merit, but the judiciary has the discretion to appoint a high court judge, Supreme Court judge, a senior advocate, and all that, where the merit, objective merit is not working. Yes. And the other organs of the government, they are not able to do anything about it. Judiciary is having its own way. Where did the balance come? Because if executive does something like this, judiciary will strike down. But if judiciary is insisting on it, executive or legislature is helpless. What is your take on that?
Yes, sir. I would say that there is a need of reform in the present system of appointment of judges, the collegium system. There is a procedure in the collegium system whereby the collegium has to send the recommendation to the executive, but that is not binding. So yes, sir, there is a lack of check. There are recommendations that if we can form an expanded collegium, including the members of judiciary, the executive, and even the bar council, then that would be very good for the appointment procedure of judges.
Do you think there is scope for some kind of improvement in this?
In the collegium system, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. There are recommendations that the there is a need to have an expanded collegium, including the members of judiciary, executive, and even the bar council. So yes, sir, there is a need of having a expanded collegium system.
But do you think this could be materialized sometime in the current situation?
Sir, like earlier, it was sought to be brought through the NJAC bill, but couldn't have. So I guess judiciary would be would not want that to happen. It wants to protect its independence, but we have to reform it in some way, sir.
Okay. We are spending so much of money in our space programs. ISRO and all are spending quite a bit.
Yes, sir.
Do you think a country like ours, where economic condition is not that good for most of the people, we should be spending so much of money on space programs?
Sir, we will have to find a balance between spending on space programs and spending on health and education. But sir, I guess space programs are equally important, not just from security point. It is our defense imperative as well. But from research point as well. And sir, ISRO is known to have very frugal space programs. It has reached moon in just a very less budget of even the movies in the West. So I guess, sir,
what will we benefit from it by spending so much of money?
Sir, firstly, the defense imperative is there. Secondly, sir, communication. It is needed for communication. Thirdly, sir, the research on moon and these things help in overall improving the overall research culture in the country. So,
No,
and
if
sir,
we know more about moon, how does that help us?
sir, like first, if we know about the moon, then there is a scope of improvement in the whole scientific culture in the country. And secondly, sir, there are some minerals as well on the moon, like helium, which can be extracted. So, in that sense.
Thank you. That's all from us.
Thank you, sir.
How was your interview?
Sir, it was okay-ish.
How did you do? Are you satisfied with it?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, I get little nervous in the interviews. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Malik sir?
Prashant, this is your second interview.
Yes, sir.
First time, how much you scored?
Sir, 140.
140. So you can improve. There is a scope. You have a potential to go up to 180 or so. 40 marks means a lot in interview.
Yes, sir.
In mains, if you have to score even extra 20, 30 marks, you have to work very hard. And here in 30 minutes performance, you can score 40 marks extra. Anyhow, my 2, 3 suggestions to you. One is your volume pitch is very low. Sometimes we have to be very careful to what you little bit higher energy is required. I don't know why you should come with enthusiasm and some passion. It is a conversation. It is not test of your knowledge actually. It is a personality test. So we just look at how you deliver, whatever you know, how you deliver to the board. And eye contact, like if I am asking you a question, in between 70-80% you can look at me, but in between you glance at others also, because you are addressing the whole board, not to one member. They are also observing you. So you have to involve them in your discussion. It is like a conversation. Just want how honest you are in your answers. What you are saying, you mean that. And just little bit, you were keeping your hands tight. You can use little bit. You were using here like this. Why can't you use like a normal way, natural way we can use that? Not much, but at least when we express something, we use our hands. It will give a positive message that you are comfortable, confident. Now, whatever you say, you don't look that much confident. That is what I felt. And if you speak with little more confidence, firmness, and I think you can fetch another 20-30 marks extra. And you have good knowledge, content-wise you are fine. More you can brush up your knowledge, no doubt. But still, whatever you told the board is quite okay as far as content part is concerned. But as I said, it is not a test of your knowledge, it's a test of your personality, how you speak, how you deliver, how you communicate, how confident you are. So kindly, if you work on these things, when is your interview?
It's 24 January.
So you have another 10 days or so. So you can try 1 or 2 mocks in between if you want, after brushing up your latest current affairs and issues. And act upon these things. I think it will be helpful. All the best.
As far as this thing, I would agree with a lot of what Mr. Malik has said. I rated your interview as pretty. You were pretty good, and all that you need is to just express that confidence, that the knowledge that you have, that expression has to be there. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it was pretty good.
I'm surprised you scored only 140 in your last interview. Did you commit any major mistake?
Sir, one of the reasons I can think of, last year it was on the very first day. I got just 10 days to prepare for when the schedule came and when the actual interview took place.
No, you see, as he pointed out, it is not the test of your knowledge that has already been tested in your written papers. It's the test of your personality. So whether you got enough time to prepare for the questions or not is not really material. How you answered your question, whether you tried to bluff your way through or you were honest in your answers, how you responded to the questions. You see, there are some observations which I have noted, which I'd like to point out to you. First of all, about your physical appearance. Please do shave yourself, comb your hair properly when you go for the final interview. You see, UPSC interview is a serious business. No one should, the interview board member should never think that you are taking it casually. If they think it is you are not being serious, it might go against you. Put some smile on your face. You know, everyone likes a smiling candidate. If you smile, you would look brighter. The interview board members will feel happier. And if they are happier, your marks will be happier. Right? Don't be so glum. Put on some smile. And as he pointed out, radiate some energy. If you are confident in your answers, you see, you don't have much of a knowledge gap. There were a few things which you need to brush up. आप उसको पढ़ लेना. You do brush up your, because we can't give you long winding advice because you only have about 10-12 days left. So brush up your knowledge gaps, but then put some energy behind you, whatever you say. You know, you should sound confident,
Right, sir.
right?
Right, sir.
Not reluctant.
Right, sir.
You should be able to do much better than what you did last time. Okay? Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Your performance was very good. In fact, very small observation, everyone has already made it. Eye contact, you got to take care, because few things which is demonstrating some kind of lack of confidence in you are, one is lack of eye contact, other one is your hands, you know, both the hands. You put it in whatever comfortable position you want to. But what's happening when you are talking, your hands are moving like this. So that's a involuntary movement of your hand, which is not taken nicely.
Right, sir.
You get my point? What position you are keeping your hands, you are putting it like this, you are putting it like this, is up to you. But you are putting it like this, but you are doing it like this. So try to practice this, because you have confidence already and your communication skills are very good.
Thank you.
So these 2-3 things, you know, it is demonstrating that you are a little anxious or you are not confident about things. And on current affairs, you got to definitely brush up. And not only knowing the facts, but the analysis part of it. Whether one is asking you about the space program or one is asking about the collegium system, there are lots of debates going on, you know. Whichever logic you pick up, put forward. So the board is impressed by whatever you're saying. Like space program, if we have to do, I'm sure you can definitely pause for 5 seconds and give much better response to my question.
Okay, sir.
You get my point?
Right.
Because you started off the cuff and your response might not have been that satisfactory for you also. You could say much more
Yes, sir.
and say you know 10 things about a particular question. First 3 points, because your written test has already tested your knowledge. Your knowledge is not being tested. So put forward 1, 2, 3 points, zyada nahi. And that will convince the board. They will not ask you further questions on it. You get my point?
Right.
The answer is within you. Refresh a bit more, practice little more on whatever observation the board has given you, and you are definitely a very good candidate and you will do well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.